Thank you very much, Speaker. And I am glad to be able to stand in this legislature and have a second kick at this can. Yeah. So here we are debating Bill 56 much sooner than anyone outside of this legislature would have imagined. We have skipped the committee process. We are just revving through with this particular bill. For the folks at home, they will connect this bill with the attack on speed cameras. And so that's what I'm going to talk about as the official opposition shadow minister for transportation and for infrastructure. So I'm going to take some time to address what we have heard from the Minister of Red Tape Reduction, to talk about what community members care about with this bill. So this bill is an omnibus bill that has 11 schedules. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, but nothing in it is about saving the province from Trump. This is some tinkering around the edges and some problematic pieces. When listening to the minister talk about working better, working smarter, reviewing things, talking about good feedback that they've heard, it begs the question, if this government is indeed interested in feedback, why skip committee? Why not let the police chiefs, the former police chiefs, come and talk about why speed cameras are important for road safety? Why not let the community members come and talk about why they care about clean drinking water? You know, if we're so interested in feedback, let's allow feedback. Speaker, the focus that I am going to hone in on today is Schedule 5. Schedule 5 of this bill amends the Highway Traffic Act. It bans speed safety cameras. I'm not sure why it's in the bill. It has nothing to do with cutting red tape or building a more competitive economy. And not to be Swiftian here, but perhaps if more kids get hit by cars in front of schools and in safety zones because there aren't speed cameras to change the behavior of speeding drivers, maybe if more kids get hurt, there'll be fewer kids in seats, and then does that bring down education costs? Like, I can't get there in terms of how this has economic benefit. I do think, though, that doing away with these speed cameras is a very poor decision. I wonder what is driving it. Pun intended. I wonder who was driving the over 20 ministerial vehicles that got hit with tickets from speed enforcement cameras. I wonder. The Minister of Transportation had said in this article from Global News when it came out that vehicles registered to cabinet ministers were snapped speeding by cameras 23 times over the past 3 years. He said, quote, "We have to ensure that we are respecting the road and the speed limits that are imposed upon it, and will continue to do so, and it won't happen again." Yep, that's right. It won't happen again because you're getting rid of the speed cameras. Speaker, traffic calming is about safer streets. School zones and community safety zones are the areas targeted by automatic speed enforcement. We need more safety tools, not fewer. Safer is better. I want to share from AMO, and the government will have already heard this, but they didn't want to hear it again at committee because they've blocked committee and disallowed anyone from coming and sharing, so I'm happy to do it on behalf of AMO. Quote, "AMO is disappointed with the decision highlighting that ASE cameras have a proven record of increasing road safety, free up police to focus on other crimes, and are paid for by speeders, not taxpayers. A ban is provincial overreach. AMO will advocate against the ban. It will also gather data from municipalities to quantify the ban's financial impact. This data will be used to request that the province fund the costs." Yeah, and there will be costs. So all of the municipalities are going to be gathering their data, sharing with the government, and I'm going to be interested to see if the government listens or does anything with it. I had already shared in my original lead, Speaker, about the region of Durham, but I'll talk about here the town of Ajax has said, despite clear evidence and proven results from municipalities like Ajax, municipalities were caught off guard by the Premier's sudden announcement to cancel ASE programs across the province, made without adequate notice and consultation. They have sent a thoughtful letter to the government, but that lack of consultation is a real thing. Again, No committee. And here we are, 35 minutes each. Everybody gets 5 minutes. Quick, have your say. Quick, make it the law of the land. Quick, don't worry if people get run over or hit by cars or whatever. Speeding. Speeding is allowed now. I don't, maybe even encouraged. Speaker, we're hearing from safety proponents, the Joint School Board and Trustee Association, parents from across the province are rallying. Here's a piece from the Star, horrible piece of legislation. Ontario parents to rally against speed camera ban. Some parents have said, or this individual, Tom DeVito, called the prospective bill to ban the cameras a horrible piece of legislation. He says, when an announcement comes out of the blue that a very effective tool that's used to control very dangerous driving behavior near schools is going to be dismantled, it kind of shocked me to my core, he said. He also went on to say, it doesn't make sense to take away something that is proven to keep children safe. Right? Like, the minister got up and talked about that they are protecting Ontario or protecting Ontarians. Not kids in school zones, but I guess they don't vote, right? So, I don't know. This is not the right way forward. We have heard from retired chiefs of police, as I mentioned, who are not allowed to come to committee because they might say things like what they wrote in the letter to the Premier. They said that speed cameras are highly effective at changing dangerous driving behaviours and reducing collisions and serious injuries at problem locations. The letter said, the results are clear. When drivers know that automated speed enforcement cameras are in place, they slow down. Quote, this means fewer tickets, lower costs, and safer roads for everyone. They said automated speed cameras reduce speed, injury, and death, allowing police to divert resources to focus on criminal activities plaguing Ontario communities, such as auto theft and intimate partner violence. A well-designed automated speed enforcement program focused on safety first will save lives, end quote. But that's not what we're doing here today, Speaker. No, that is not the priority of this government. So I will let my colleagues speak about the other priorities of this government, but this, of course, is a mess and the wrong way forward. Thank you.